I've been playing Pokemon for roughly 15 years now, and obviously, I love this series of games. I started with Pokemon Soul Silver back when I was 5 years old, and my extreme nostalgia bias for it and Gen 4 in general makes it my favorite mainline Pokemon game to this day. On my first ever playthrough of it, I picked Chikorita. Why? I don't know, I was 5. I probably thought he was cute. But that choice means that I have been forever bound to Chikorita, Bayleaf, and Meganium. I have also been playing Pokemon in a competitive way since I was like, I don't know, 12 probably, maybe younger, I'm not sure. I think I started Smoke on Singles in like Gen 7-ish and started playing VGC sometimes during Sword and Shield, I do know that one. One of my favorite things to do has always been to try and use Pokemon that are unorthodox or just straight up bad because it's fun to try to make them work, and it's funny when they do work. With that and the earlier context of me loving Meganium, it would be fair to assume that I would often try to use my day one in competitive. Unfortunately, you would be incorrect, because even with my love for the ugly ducklings of Pokemon and my creative team building that hardly ever works, I simply couldn't think of anything for Meganium to do. I would look at it and realize that there is almost always another grass type that can do its job better. I don't want to use a bad Pokemon just to use it. I want to use it to have it do something only it can do. I want its presence on the team to be justified by some sort of logic. I simply couldn't ever find a way to justify Meganium, so despite looking at it multiple times over the years, I started to lose hope that my OG would ever be usable. Lucky for me, Game Freak finally decided to remember that Meganium existed and brought it back for Legend ZA. Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever been more excited after a Pokemon trailer than when I saw Chikorita was a starter option for that game. I knew that meant that Meganium was going to get something, and I was very excited to know what that would be. Of course, we all know what Meganium got now. It got a Mega Evolution, but not just any Mega Evolution, a really good one. So after Pokemon Champions came out, I was chomping at the bit to use my very first Pokemon, because not only was Meganium a viable Mega, but I would be playing the game on the Switch for most of the time instead of on Pokemon Showdown. That means I'm not using just some Meganium, I'm using the Meganium that I've transferred up through every generation since Generation 4. The one I picked when I was 5 years old and who beat Lance to make me the Johto champion. He didn't beat Red though, I don't think I did that when I was a kid. Anyway, I was very excited to use him, and when I saw that Scraw VGC was going to hold a free-to-enter online tournament, I knew that I was going to enter my first ever tournament with my first ever Pokemon. There's not a more fitting star for the team I'd bring to the first competition I'd compete in than the first Pokemon I ever chose. Now, when trying to make the team itself, I actually have a documented failure. The Skarmory video on my channel was actually supposed to be a Meganium video, and I was hoping that that team would be what I would bring to the Grand Champions Festival. Unfortunately, despite that team being successful, Meganium did absolutely nothing. Skarmory was simply too goated, and that just wouldn't do. I don't want to enter a tournament to try and show off Skarmory, I want to show off my day one. So I went back to the drawing board, I looked at Meganium's speed stat, and I noticed that it's very mid. Too fast for Trick Room, and too slow to outrun the meta. So if I want Meganium to shine, I need to find some way to get around that because Charizard, Aerodactyl, Kingambit, Archoutron, and Sneasler are hiding around every corner, so Meganium needs to be able to move first. So obviously, after realizing that Meganium won't be the best option for Trick Room or Tailwind, the next logical step was to build a team with both. That's right, I decided to build a team type that I have virtually zero experience with and made a Tail Room team, because sometimes Meganium needs to be fast, and sometimes Meganium needs to be slow, so I wanted to make sure every option was kept open. Meganium would be run in a very typical way: Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect, max special attack, a lot of bulk, and just enough speed to outrun a Mega Delphox when Tailwind is active. Building Meganium himself is the easy part of the team building process. It's finding good teammates that help Meganium shine. That's the hard part. As soon as I started thinking about Meganium's teammates, I started thinking of Meganium's biggest ops. The first who came to mind was Mega Charizard Y, who is simply everywhere and has teams entirely centered around him. Second was Sneasler, who's extremely common and rips up Meganium with Dire Claw. I knew I needed to have answers for these, and I knew exactly where to start. When fire types and sun are a problem, you simply bring rain. Pelipper was an absolute no-brainer. She provides much needed offense into fire types, weakens those same fire types, and provides tailwind support, which is obviously needed for a tail room team. She has Weather Ball to provide a level of offense that always surprises me somehow, Tailwind for speed control, Protect for, well, protection, and Wide Guard to block against common attacks like Rock Slide, Heat Wave, and Frostlass's Blizzard. She has enough speed to outrun a Talonflame when Tailwind is active, max special attack to make sure Weather Ball hurts as much as possible, and the rest went into her bulk to try to help her survive a couple hits. She's also holding the Focus Sash to make sure she can always live one hit to get off a Tailwind or crucial damage with Weather Ball. Pelipper simply provides too much support for the team I wanted to build to not be included. Now, I'm going to be honest, even with Pelipper, Charizard is still too horrible of a matchup for Meganium. Meganium is bulky, but Charizard can sneeze and kill something if it's super effective. I knew when I made the Skarmory team and when I started building this one that Meganium could struggle in a lot of matchups if he's the only Mega option. So, I wanted an alternative for when Meganium is better left at home. With Charizard as my biggest fear and Rain already on the team, the choice was pretty easy. The third member of the team is Mega Dragonite. Yet another new Mega for a Pokemon I really like. Not only is Dragonite my favorite pseudo-legendary, but she's also a fairly nice complement to Meganium. She can handle Charizard and threaten the ever-present Sneasler with Hurricane, while Meganium can handle teams built with Tyranitar or Garchomp. My Dragonite is running Dragon Pulse because at max special attack I wasn't finding any damage calc that I felt justified the special attack drop and chance to miss. Dragon Pulse was more consistent, strong enough for what it needed to be, and wouldn't force my Dragonite to switch out after. She's also running Hurricane because it's the best flying type attack she gets, and this is a pseudo rain team. She has Protect for, once again, protection, and she has Weather Ball so that she can KO a Charizard in one hit if Rain is active. She has enough speed to outrun a Venusaur when speed control is neutral, so I can attack it before being put to sleep if Rain or Tailwind is active, but isn't max speed so that I can try to underspeed Charizard Y instead of speed tying it in case I run Trick Room. She has max special attack for the most possible damage, and the rest gives her a little bit of bulk. You want to Mega Evolve Dragonite immediately to increase her special attack and speed, so the flinch resistance from Inner Focus would have much less opportunity to be useful than Multiscale to reduce damage when switching in, so her ability is still Multiscale in baby form. Fun little fact about this Dragonite, she was originally running Focus Blast for King Gambit and Tyranitar, but it got replaced by Weather Ball because it was too inconsistent. Fun fact number 2 about this Dragonite, in testing, she missed every single move that was not 100% accurate. That's not a joke or an exaggeration. She actually missed every single one. So she might be cursed. Who knows? Anyway, Dragonite is the secondary star of this team. If the matchup is too hostile for Meganium, she will take his place as the focal point and do it well. After adding 3 Pokemon, I realized a couple things. 1. Basculegion is still scary. Meganium can end his entire bloodline with Solar Beam, but that's only if he can survive Last Respects and nobody else wants to take that hit. I also realized that Mega Floette is indeed a Pokemon, and it's one I should be very afraid of. Pelipper and Dragonite are both weak to Rock, and while Meganium can help cover versus Tyranitar, Aerodactyl is still extremely scary. Man, it sure would be nice if there was a Pokemon who could help with all of these matchups. I mean, there might be a Steel type who can resist Rock and Oko Floette, but it would be unrealistic to think that there's one who could also deal with Basculegion, right? Oh yeah, there is someone who can do all that. King Gambit is simply a broken Pokemon. I don't think anyone will argue with me on that. She's extremely strong, very bulky, and gets Defiant, so you can't even intimidate her to slow her down. Looking at the team's current weaknesses made King Gambit an easy addition to the team. She provides an answer to some currently tough matchups while also being a strong Trick Room abuser. She's running a fairly standard set with Kowtow Cleave for big damage, Iron Head to let Floette CAZ again, Sucker Punch to punish Scarfish, and Protect for, yep, protection. She's holding the black glasses because Sucker Punch needs to be just ever so slightly stronger to guarantee the KO into Basculegion. She has max attack because I want her doing the most amount of damage possible, enough speed to outrun Mega Floette if I have Tailwind active, and a strange HP and special defense spread to make Floette's Dazzling Gleam a 3-hit KO 97% of the time, which is, I think, as good as it gets with only 19 points to spare for bulk. Obviously, King Gambit is insanely strong, so the fact that she also patches some holes in the team made her an easy addition. Now, you might be noticing that this Tail Room team is currently missing the room part. I was noticing the same thing, so my next goal was to fix that. Naturally, I looked at the two most common Trick Room setters, Sinistcha and Farigiraf. Sinistcha was immediately ruled out for sharing many weaknesses with Meganium. I thought about Farigiraf for a while, but I didn't like how little I have for Sneasler, so I would much prefer a Ghost type to be used as a defensive pivot against it and to safely set up Trick Room across from it. Farigiraf is also faster than King Gambit and deathly afraid of it, so setting up Trick Room would actually help my opponent if they have the most common offensive slow Pokemon around. After that, I got to get creative and find one of those unique choices that I oh so love to use. My first idea was to use Mimikyu like I did in my first Pokemon Champions team with Mega Crabominable, but it's another fairy type, so it once again shares weaknesses with Meganium, and it hates King Gambit just like Farigiraf. I want Trick Room to be hard to stop to make it as large of a threat and as consistent as possible. I liked having Mental Herb on my Mimikyu, so I'll use that to block Taunt. I don't want to be faked out, so with Farig off the table and my want for a Wall versus Sneasler, I need a Ghost type, and I need them to be bulky enough to survive some really strong hits. After a small amount of investigating, I knew who my perfect choice was. Cofagrigus. This actually wasn't my first time looking at him. I built a team for one of my friends who wanted to try Pokemon Champions, and it was a hard Trick Room team that used Cofagrigus as the setter because it's one of his favorite Pokemon. I coached him a little and spectated some of his games and was honestly surprised at how strong Cofagrigus seemed to be. I had looked at the calcs, but he was even bulkier than I realized. My friend even reported back a few times about his experience with the game and would frequently mention Cofagrigus for being really strong, so shout out Nate. Cofagrigus probably wouldn't have been here if not for him. He's running a set that might be as old as time. Trick Room for speed control, Will-O-Wisp to be annoying and cripple King Gambit after the room goes up because Cofagrigus is slower, Hex to provide some decent damage, and Protect for, let me check my notes, protection. Looking at his spread, you'll notice that he is very fat. This is because he needs to survive some strong hits. The spread of HP and special defense allows him to survive Shadow Ball from Mega Gengar, which also means he survives a Weather Ball from Mega Charizard and Light of Ruin from Mega Floette. His special attack makes Hex a guaranteed KO on Basculegion after it's burned and takes the first 6% of damage, and the physical defense is there for good measure. I don't know if it helps with much, but his defense is higher than his special defense, so I think he could probably survive being hit by a car or shot in the head. He's not the typical Trick Room setter. In fact, there were only 18 Cofagrigus in the 6,000 plus teams entered into the tournament, but I put him on my team with full faith that he was the right choice. With only one slot left, I know what I want. I want another Tailwind setter. Unfortunately, most Pokemon that learn Tailwind are Flying type, and I already have two of those. I could use Whimsicott, but my Focus Sash is on Pelipper, and it has the exact same typing as Mega Meganium. I'm also starting to notice that King Gambit is my only ice resistance and my only real answer to fairies, so Frostlass and Floette look like major threats who win almost immediately if they can KO King Gambit. I need a Tailwind setter who can help with that without being a flying type. Lucky for me, there is one. Scizor. Not Mega, just the baby one. Now, I do realize that I rejected Sinistcha earlier for being weak to fire, but the Tailwind options are very limited, so I would argue that Cofagrigus and Scizor are a better pairing than Sinistcha and any other Tailwind setter for this team in particular. My Scizor is running Tailwind for speed control, Iron Head because Bullet Punch isn't strong enough to OHKO Mega Floette, Bug Bite because it's the strongest bug move she can use, and it can remove berries which are prevalent in the meta right now. And she knows Protect for, you guessed it, protection. Her spread makes her as bulky as possible while outspeeding Mega Delphox in Tailwind, and most Mega Tyranitar just neutral. And her attack is just enough to OHKO max HP Mega Floette with Metal Coat boosted Iron Head. You might notice that Scizor and Meganium are hitting the same speed tier. If so, thank you for paying attention. If not, that's okay. It's a small detail. Because of this, Meganium is actually 1 point faster than he needs to be, so I never have to worry about speed ties between my own Pokemon. Scenarios where that matters are few and far between, but it's nice to ensure that I'm prepared if one comes up. With that, Scizor plugs some final holes in the team to add the finishing touches. At this point, I'm not actually quite done with team building. After all, it's pretty boring to enter a tournament with Pokemon with no nicknames. I don't usually nickname my Pokemon because I'm lazy, but these are special. I really like theming nicknames around something, and for a while I would just pick a category of thing and name all of my Pokemon after it. For example, my Legend CA team are all nicknamed after fruits. But even more recently, I have loved the idea of naming my Pokemon after songs that I like. I have a very diverse music taste, so there's plenty of songs to pick from and genres to represent. And if you're wondering if I got the idea from how a lot of stands are named in JoJo, you'd be absolutely right. So the final team is officially Day 1 the Meganium, Weather the Pelipper, Sugar Water the Dragonite, Sucker Free the King Gambit, who was originally going to be named King Kunta after the Kendrick Lamar song, but Game Freak wouldn't allow that for obvious reasons, and then they didn't allow for Suck Free, which is the actual song name, so it's a Sucker Punch pun now. There's also Casket Kids the Cophagrigus, and Moth and Flame the Scizor, who's named after Moth into Flame by Metallica, but that's too long, so I did my best. As you may be able to tell, very diverse songs. I also made a playlist of these 6 songs, which is what I listened to on a shuffled loop during each round of the tournament if you'd like to get an idea of what I was hearing while playing. Now, with the nicknames finalized, the team was ready. After a lot of practice games, I started to feel comfortable entering it into the tournament. Sure, I lost sometimes, but I never felt like my losses were the team's fault. It felt like a skill issue where I learned something about the team that would help me later. I went into the tournament with very low expectations. After all, it's my first tournament and also the largest Pokemon tournament in history. I know I'm not going to place well. I set my goal at 3 set wins and went in nervous, excited, and happy that my first tournament would be played with a team featuring some of my favorites and my true Day 1. One last thing to note before moving into the games, this tournament is my first experience with an open team sheet and best of 3 format. Could I have practiced this format on Showdown? Yes. Did I? No. Why? Because I'm a moron. So now I'm not only playing a strategy I haven't really used until this team, but I'm playing a format I have 0 experience with. I'm sure that will go over very well. Okay. Time for round 1. I am very nervous. Probably going to get cooked. That's all I'm expecting. I was originally going to stream this, but I realized that this is going to be going on for like forever. This is going to take so long, and I didn't want to be streaming for that whole time. So I'm just recording it instead. And so here we are. I'm very nervous. This guy is running Dragonite Rain. I haven't fought this a single time with my team, which is very scary. Looking at this, I do actually kind of like Meganium. I just don't like Meganium into Dragonite. And I need to be faster than their Dragonite, so I would need Trick Room. Whew, but that feels bad. Okay, let's lead Scizor, King Gambit, and we'll bring Meganium and Cophagrigus. I can try and go for a late Trick Room, maybe. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. So let's hope this goes well. Okay, Sinistcha, Citrus. It's all pretty standard. Okay, Sinistcha and Sneasler. I'm thinking maybe Trick Room. So I'm gonna Iron Head Sneasler and Protect. Also, just to throw it out there, every Pokemon on my team is nicknamed after a song. So if you want to make a playlist out of my team, that's what I'm currently listening to. I should have thought more about this. I'm very nervous. Okay. I'm still just thinking about... So, well, I said it was potential Trick Room because I can fake out Trick Room. I probably should have... Nah, I don't want to Tailwind in case they do Trick Room. Okay, they switch out Sinistcha into Dragonite. Okay. Protect King Gambit. I can bring in Kofagrigus in that slot next. Dragonite is Draco, Hurricane, Ice Beam, and Protect. So... I could also Sucker Punch Sneasler. You know what? Let's go Tailwind and Sucker Punch Sneasler. Because Dragonite is the only thing Dragonite is threatening is Hurricane into Scizor. I guess I should have. They'll probably have Pelipper in the back as their fourth. So I probably should have, yeah. Yeah, that's on me. Because this is Hurricane into Scizor. Yeah, I should have Tailwinded. But I guess next turn... I do have Kofagrigus, so if they pick up a kill sometime, then... You know, okay, how much is due? Probably half? Yeah, about what I expected. Oh. I did Tailwind. Okay, sick. So, their Pelipper is Focus Sash. If they Tailwind themselves... Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try and break... I'm trying to break Dragonite's Multiscale, but I think it'll probably Protect. And then the Pelipper is probably going to match my Tailwind, to which I can, when Scizor dies to Hurricane, bring in Kofagrigus and Trick Room. Okay. Cool, they let us break Multiscale. And we get good damage onto Pelipper. Okay, there's Hurricane from Dragonite. And this is probably a Tailwind match. Okay. So now what we do is we Sucker Punch Pelipper and Trick Room. And I Sucker Punch Pelipper to ensure they can't double into Kofagrigus here. Okay, you know what? Let's listen to Casket Kids. now that Kofagrigus is on the field. Let's get his song going. Okay. Man, this is I'm very nervous. But Dragonite can like Draco me, and that'll hurt. Okay, there goes Pelipper. And I don't think Dragonite can OHKO me. I live Weather Ball from Zard Y in the sun. Okay, sick. Sneasler is very chipped. They have Sinistcha. Ooh, Sinistcha gives Dragonite Multiscale back. Yeah, there it is. Okay. What is Sinistcha? Machagacha, Strength Sap, Trick Room, Rage Powder. Okay, they're probably Rage Powdering. I'm gonna try and Hex the Dragonite in case they don't Rage Powder, just to break Multiscale, and I'm just gonna kowtow the Sinistcha slot. Okay, cool. There goes Multiscale. And there goes Sinistcha. So hopefully now they kill... Hopefully now they kill... Oh, they Draco'd? Awesome. Awesome. Insane. Okay. So now they're stuck. They're stuck at -2. And their Mons should be faster than all of mine. While I have Trick Room going. They can Fake Out. Yeah. They can fake out King Gambit. I'm just gonna Hex Sneasler and Kowtow Dragonite. They can fake out King Gambit, I just don't really care. Okay, see, that's why we still Kowtowed the Dragonite. Because this is really good damage. Oh, incredible damage. Hurricane, you're -2 now, so I live this. Opposing Tailwind Peters. Okay. We still have a turn of Trick Room. Oh, we have 2 turns of Trick Room. Oh, huge. I think Hex kills, but in case it doesn't, I will also Kowtow that slot. Or... yeah, I think Hex kills. Because it's a Sneasler, it's not super bulky, but I also get very surprised by the things that it lives. Okay, big. That's game. Let's go, Cofagrigus. Okay. Scary, but you love to see it. Scary, but you love to see it. Mega didn't even hit the field. They don't know what mode I was running. They don't know I was running Meganium. I think I'm just going to do the same thing. You know what? No. Let's do that. Because I don't know if they're going to lead with Sneasler again. If they do, I can double protect and then switch Meganium to Cofagrigus. You know, the more I think about it, the more I don't like this. The more I think about it, the more I don't like leading Meganium. But it's a little late now. I should change my title for Meganium. Okay, Bascule Legion Sneasler. Bascule Legion Sneasler, they make no progress if I just double protect. I'll go ahead and Mega so I have more bulk the next time I switch in. This is very spooky. Because this could just be... because, like, I mean, obviously it has Dire Claw. So I don't really like that. Although, once again, Cofagrigus is looking pretty good. Fake out into Meganium. Wave Crash. Sizzler. Okay. Okay. I could Tailwind. I think I'd rather Ironhead Sneasler, bring in Cofagrigus? Or do I bring in Sucker Free and Tailwind? I think I'd bring in Cofagrigus. This is scary. This is a terrible lead for me. I should not have led with Meganium. Here's Wave Crash into Scizor, which does a bazillion. Yeah, there's Dire Claw. That's annoying. It's like really annoying. They lose Unburden, doesn't really matter. Okay, they drop to 21. I lose Technician, that does matter. That Poison is really bad for me. That Poison is super bad for me. Let's Tailwind and Hex Sneasler. Although, to be honest, I think I just lost on lead. I should not have led with Meganium, and I'm getting punished for that right now. I should not have led with Meganium, and I think I should have... no, Tailwinding... I could have Tailwinded. Okay. Sinistraw's in. Ah, shit, it lives. I should have Trick Roomed. This is fine. Yeah, I should have Trick Roomed. They still use the White Herb. Well, they have no offense into Kafagurias now. So I go Meganium, and I protect Trick Room. They could also Trick Room with Sinistcha, though. Ugh. I'm gonna go for it. I have a game buffer, so I feel like I kind of have to do this. This is spooky. This is really spooky. Dire Claw, yeah. Matcha, okay. Okay, Sinistcha can move before Meganium. It just doesn't really matter with what it knows. So I'm just going to Dazzle and Hex. I don't think Sinistcha dies, so it can reverse my Trick Room. But that might be okay. It's probably not okay, but it could be. Depending on what they've got. Okay, who's taking this Dazzle? Pelipper. Okay. They didn't bring Dragonite. And Pelipper's taking Dazzle Hex? That did so much damage. Hello? Kafagurigas? Okay. So Pelipper just goes down. I mean, if they bring in Sinistcha, they can heal up Sneasler, but it still dies to Dazzle. Vasty Legion's back. The double up kills this. They can Aqua Jet. They can like Aqua Jet my Kafagurigas, but that's okay. Like, that's perfectly fine, because I just keep clicking Dazzling Gleam. And I have Sucker Punch guy in Trick Room. So if they lock themselves into Aqua Jet, I can Sucker Punch them. I'm pretty sure this double up kills. I know Hex does like 50, around there. And I'm assuming Dazzling Gleam does pretty good. Yeah, so he's at full now. Let's see. They've also only lost one Pokemon. So Last Respects is only base 100. Oh, it's just Aqua Jet. Okay. And now you're stuck with Mummy. How much is that doing? Not as much as I was hoping for. Okay. I bring in Sucker Free. And we have 2 turns Trick Room left. Neither of these Pokemon have Protect, so I'm going to Weather Ball. You don't have Adaptability anymore, so I'm actually going to Kowtow. Neither of these Pokemon have Protect. I think no matter what, I get a double KO here. They don't have Adaptability, so I'm not too scared of Aqua Jet. Okay. Kowtow, that kills. I lose Defiant. That could be bad, actually. Yeah. Losing Defiant. I don't know if they calculated for that, but if they did, respect. Respect on the on that play. Okay, and Sinistcha goes down to Weather Ball. Now this turn, Trick Room is active. They do have Fake Out. What percent are you at? 15? Okay. Trick Room's active. I just double into you. They have to protect, I think. Okay. Woo! Pulled it out. Pulled it out. Okay. That one was scary on the lead. But Meganium put that crazy work in. After round 1, I was feeling pretty good. I definitely could have played better in game 2, but despite my nerves, I was able to find a way to win, even though it wasn't pretty. When my tournament goal was set at 3 wins, it felt good to win 2-0 in my first set. Now all I had to do was find a way to calm my nerves and keep that little momentum I had in the next round. Unfortunately, it took about an hour for the next round to start, so I got low-key iced out. Okay, well, it's now time for round 2. And I'm against Zard Y, Venusaur. I think I might be cooked. I think, nope, that's the lead. I want to bring Gambit for Sucker Punch and for Incin, but I feel like Scizor. I'll bring Gambit. I feel like Scizor could have matched up decent into some things here. And more specifically, it matches up better into Sneasler and Garchomp. But we'll see what goes down here. Everything on their team seems to be pretty typical. Weird thing is Coil Milotic. I haven't seen one of these before, but I hate that. It has Hypnosis, Recover, Coil, Muddy Water. Maybe the most disgusting thing I've seen in my life, but I think that is a real set. Zard's only fire move is Heat Wave. So he actually can't touch Scizor and King Gambit if I'm wide guarding. You can't really hurt them. Okay. Charizard, Venusaur. Yep, that's not surprising at all. Okay, my play here is to Mega Evolve, Dragon Pulse, Venusaur, and Trick Room. This is the line that I've thought about in my head multiple times. Because the idea is that if they Sleep Powder Cofagrigus, or double into it to kill it, I bring in Pelipper, and then my Dragonite is faster than their Venusaur and kills it with a second Dragon Pulse. Or with Hurricane if I'm feeling that. And if they go for Dragonite, then I get up Trick Room, and then Dragonite burns a turn to sleep. Dragonite burns a turn to sleep, I get Trick Room. Next turn, I bring in Pelipper and start attacking with Dragonite. So this is a bit scary. Let me listen to Sugar Water, because this is a Dragonite game through and through, I think. Okay. So who's Venusaur putting to sleep? Alternatively, I could have double protected. I don't think that really matters. Oh, Energy Ball. Okay, they just want to kill Cofagrigus. Dragonite is faster than their Charizard. Good to know. I think... Yeah, I was like, I think Coffin might live this. Okay. Let's Dragon Pulse the Venusaur, because I need it dead. Don't go Pelly. I guess we'll just chip Charizard for King Gambit. So Venu probably wants to switch here. Their Charizard being slower than Dragonite is weird to me. I haven't really checked it. I wonder if it's modest is what that means. I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't know what else they'd be. But my Dragonite is just to be faster than their Venusaur, so I think it's weird. Okay, there's Incin. Venusaur protects. Okay. So they're probably going to fake out Dragonite. Probably going to fake out Dragonite and try and Sleep Powder it. So let's protect and go Pelipper. Oh, I shouldn't have gone Pelipper. Fuck, I should auto resign here. I should have gone King Gambit. I should have gone King Gambit because now their Venusaur is faster than... Well, then they can't bring in Zard. Or else that changes. Okay. Let's see, Fake Out into Dragonite. Yep. Energy Ball, fuck. Okay. Weather Ball from Pelly kills Ensign. If they switch Charizard in, then Weather Ball hits Venusaur. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. Let's see. Okay. This was the worst case. And I should have done more for this. Dragonite's still going to do some decent damage, I think. Well, who's taking the Fire-type Weather Ball? Please go Venusaur. Please bring Venusaur back. It's Garchomp. Okay. Still did decent damage there. Okay. I need a Tailwind from Pelipper here. There's Chomp should be faster. So let's go for this. The turn order here should be Pelipper, Charizard, Dragonite, Garchomp. So Ensign. Okay. We get Tailwind up. Air Slash kills Pelipper. That's okay. Fly in my face. That's not okay. Dragon Pulse. I'm -1, so this isn't going to do very much. Actually did decent. Okay. I think I go King Gambit and double protect because they can fake me out. At some point, I probably need to switch Dragonite into Cofagrigus to reset the parting shot drop. Okay, there's Fake Out. Okay. Let's Dragon Pulse Charizard. And Kowtow the same slot. Probably lose King Gambit here to Ensign. I don't know, this is such a tough matchup. Oh my god, I should just forfeit now. I should just forfeit now. I should have switched King Gambit to Cofagrigus. Yeah. Nothing I can do there when they protect that. I should have seen that coming. I'm literally staring at the fucking team sheet. I know they have that. And they eat citrus. Yeah. This is just a really hard matchup for me. Only 1 turn Tailwind, so I guess we'll try and Trick Room. But I think it's just a loss. I mean, I think it was a loss on Team Preview, to be honest. Like, I don't think there was ever hope. Not even a kill. Very unfortunate. He's given me some potential for crits. Whew. I shouldn't be running Trick Room. I shouldn't run Trick Room. Because it doesn't help me. Because the Zard and the Garchomp are both slower than Dragonite. Let's go Dragonite, Scizor, King Gambit, Pelipper. Which does feel really bad, but like I cannot bring Meganium into this, and we just discovered that Cofagrigus. Like this is just a like 90-10 matchup for my opponent. It's just like practically unwinnable for me. Okay, no, just Charizard, Venusaur again. Okay, so kind of want to double protect, but if he predicts that And Zard could be worse. We'll go for this. Because if Zard doesn't Mega, I think I lose. Like, instant. Okay, cool. Okay. So now... okay. So they've megged up. We have the potential for weather control next turn. Yeah, Sleep Powder into Dragonite. And Heat Wave. Okay. So I'm going to Weather Ball Charizard and switch to Pelipper. I'm just going to go straight for the Jugular here. I don't know if they'll predict this. If they go Ensign, they take a lot. Okay, so either Scizor is faster than Charizard, or this is mildly okay. Ginormous. Charizard's gone. Okay. Okay. Charizard's gone. We have weather control. We're probably asleep now. Yeah. Okay, Garchomp comes in. I will use this opportunity to go to King Gambit and try to Tailwind. Yeah. Probably Energy Ball from Venu and I lose. Do I live? No. God damn it, Pelipper. Okay, well, you know what? This is actually not that bad. He's not locked into Rock Slide, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Kowtow Garchomp can try to Tailwind to become faster than Venu. Okay. It's Protect Earthquake, so I should have Protect King Gambit. But King Gambit's very fat, although I'd probably die here because he's adamant. Never mind, King Gambit's very fat. Okay. Get Tailwind up. Kowtow into Chomp. 42. Okay. So another Kowtow into Chomp kills. But I'm thinking it's probably protecting. So I'm going to Kowtow Venusaur. I'm going to Bug Bite it. I have to make a hard read here. Okay. Okay. We got our hard read right. Whew. Okay. Incineroar comes in. It can fake out King Gambit. So I'm going to switch Gambit to Dragonite. And I'm going to Iron Head Garchomp. Or do I want to eat Ensign's Citrus? I'm going to eat Ensign's Citrus. Unfortunately, I am asleep and I have not burned a turn. Okay, so I should have Iron Headed the Garchomp. But I get your Citrus now. Fuck. Ooh! Big dodge. I should have just Iron Headed Garchomp that turn. I would have won. Rain stops. I think that means we lose. Okay, we don't lose Tailwind yet. Let's just Dragon Pulse Ensign. If he protects Garchomp, it's not the worst thing in the world for me. So I'm just going to Iron Head it. My Moth is going into the flame. Yeah, okay. I knew that was coming, but I needed to burn a turn with Dragonite. I knew that was coming, but I just decided that there wasn't anything I could do about it. Okay. Tailwind peters out. Gambit comes in. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse. Ensign. Okay, Kowtow did 58. Ooh, fuck. That scared me. Kowtow did 58. I actually don't think Sucker kills. Oh my god. PCY. Don't do that to me. Don't scare me and try and fall asleep. Don't be like my Dragonite. Okay, kill. Oh, ginormous. Okay. I need a wake from Dragonite. Whew. Dragonite, wake up. God damn it. How much did I do? Not very much. Okay, Dragonite. Okay, I think sleep can only do 2 turns. Okay, we're up. We're up. I don't think this kills, but it puts him close to death. And didn't have a chance to miss. Okay. 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 Should take that one. Crazy game 2. Crazy game 2. Pulled it out, though. Eating the citrus berry from Ensign was actually huge. Eating the Ensign citrus berry was ginormous. Thank you, Scizor. I think I do the same thing. Because if he does the same lead, he'll know to protect Charizard. So we're going to try and play around that. We're going to play around expecting him to protect Charizard and not Mega on turn 1. Oh, it's Charizard Milo. Let's protect Scizor. Mega Evolve. And I'm just going to Dragon Pulse Charizard. Or he can Hypnosis me. We'll go for it. Okay. Oh wait, it's gonna coil and get super duper accurate Hypnosis. Wait, that's horrible for me. I didn't think about this. Also, wait, he's been Megaing first. How was I faster than him in game 1? Was I just wrong about being faster? Okay, so I should have aimed for Milo. He's gonna switch Charizard next turn, expecting me to switch Pelipper. So I'm not gonna switch Pelipper. And this is Hypnosis or Coil. Probably Coil. Yeah. This is what? Accuracy, defense, attack? Okay, yeah. Let's Tailwind, because I think he's gonna be scared of... Yep, he's scared of Pelipper. Okay, solid damage. Hurricane will do a lot. I'm gonna get put to sleep here. Oh no, they just coil up. Okay, let's try and Bug Bite Ensign to take his Citrus again. And let's just Dragon Pulse the Milotic again. We're probably getting Fake Outed on Dragonite. Not the worst thing in the world. Going to sleep now, but we take your Citrus. It's not the worst, but it's not good. Yeah, we're going to sleep. The thing is that I can kind of just wake up. So let's try and Bug Bite Ensign and just start burning sleep turns. Just keep shipping Incineroar. He's probably gonna kill me, but okay. Oh, he might just be throat chopping Dragonite. Oh no, it's just Fire Blitz. Okay. That was a lot of damage he just did. Can he die to recoil? Not quite. Okay. Milotic does not have... Okay. Kowtow, and let's try and Dragon Pulse Ensign. God damn it. I'm getting 2 turns sleeped every time. Literally every time. Okay. Parting Shot. So I do wake up next turn. I don't think -1 Weather Ball kills Zard. Okay, let's switch to Pelipper. Yeah, I'll just... You know what? Let's switch Pelipper and let's Hurricane Milotic. I think Charizard's probably protecting. It's probably Protect and Hypnosis Dragonite. Okay, so it was not that. Oh! Dragonite, I love you. Dragonite, I love you so much. Okay, when you play a stall game like he was, hey, that's what you run the risk of, bud. Instant comes in. It's gonna fake out somebody, probably Dragonite. So I'm gonna Tailwind up. I'm gonna Tailwind up, and I'm going to Dragon Pulse the Ensign. Yeah, Dragon Pulse Ensign in case they don't fake out Dragonite. I'm still not not confident in my chances here. So we'll just have to see. My game sound still has not come back. So, okay, yeah, there's the fake out. Incoming Tailwind. So now I will Weather Ball Garchomp. No. I'm gonna go King Gambit and Dragon Pulse Ensign. Because I think Garchomp is probably protecting. That's my call. Sleepy King. Okay. I did. This is why I wanted to Dragon Pulse that slot. Oh my god, I got him. Okay. And I got Sucker Free started playing like right now. Okay, so I haven't burned any sleep turns with Sucker Free. So let's do that. I'm gonna switch Sugar Water. Could be Earthquaking, but maybe that's okay. But I need Dragonite to not be -1. And I kind of just let King Gambit die here. Which isn't good because they still have Ensign. Okay. Sleepy, Dragon Claw. We live. Heat Wave. They should both live. They do. Okay. Now we Kowtow Garchomp slot and Weather Ball Charizard slot, but they're probably double protecting. Yeah, they're just double protecting. This Garchomp's faster than his Charizard. That's interesting. But now Gambit gets to wake up. Tailwind's gone. Let's Sucker Punch the Zard slot and try and get up a Tailwind in case they miss or something. Or... Yeah. I think we lose. Sucker Free wakes up. Okay, we do get Sucker Punch. Can this kill? Ah! Oh, so close. So close. I should have wide guarded. But I didn't think they'd Rock Slide. I thought they'd Dragon Claw expecting the wide guard. Oh my god, King Gambit, you were so close. So close to greatness, but like 6% off or something. Okay. Maybe Dragonite can clutch? Because I'm faster than all their mons. Okay. Zard can air slash me. Chomp. Do I think Chomp protects? No, I don't. I should have thought Chomp protected. I think I should have protected. No, I shouldn't, because if they switch to Instant and protect, I should have Dragon Pulse Charizard, I think. Never mind. Okay. Air Slash is going to do a ton. Yeah. I protect this next turn on Fake Out. Next turn, do I call Protect Charizard? Because they might think Throat Chop kills. I wish I had a spread move. Okay. I don't think Throat Chop kills me. But if Charizard protects and instant Throat Chops, I lose. You know what? They can also miss Air Slash. I have to go for this. I think they're going to protect Charizard, expecting me to go for him first. And then they're going to Throat Chop with instant. No! No! Oh, they didn't. They thought Throat Chop killed. Can you miss? 5%? Nope. Okay. That's so unfortunate. I really thought they were going to protect. That set hurt. I'm not going to lie. To be so close to winning against what I believe is the worst matchup for my team and lose to what was effectively a 50-50 on whether Charizard would protect wounded my soul. Incineroar would not have KO'd with Throat Chop as it did around 40 in the previous game, so it really was down to whether or not my opponent would protect Charizard, and I got it wrong. I would also like to apologize for my whining about the matchup. Yes, it's bad, but I'm way too quick to blame everything that goes wrong on that. At the end of the day, I was a really good set for my opponent, and I think I did a good job of adjusting after getting curb stomped in the first game. Sure, a loss is a loss, but a 2-1 loss where Game 3 ended in a 50-50 feels better than losing without putting up a fight. Unfortunately, a close loss still hurts quite a bit, and honestly, I was dwelling on that last turn in the hour gap between rounds. I'm now looking at the team that's about to beat my ass. I'm very afraid, because what in the world am I looking at? I'm thinking I'm getting cooked. Straight up. I'm also thinking this is Meganium Central. They can just lead Sneasler, Mimikyu, get up Trigger him. That is not difficult for them to do. So I'm going to lead Cofagrigus. Let's do this. Yeah, sure. I don't know if this was the right move. I don't believe it was. But to be honest, I don't think I've ever believed I've ever made a correct move in a Pokemon game before. So, nothing new here. Okay. Let's try to burn Basculegion. I could try and Tailwind. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's try and Tailwind. Because I don't know what else Scizor's doing here. They're probably doubling into Casket Kids, which I don't really like. They lose adaptability, which is nice. Yeah, okay. And now Arch is -2. Okay, so Arch is now -2. I'm just gonna bring in Meganium. We're just gonna Solar Beam Basculegion. And also Iron Head it in case they go to Sneasler. Or like Mimikyu or something. Okay. King Gambit. I just completely forgot that that was a Pokemon on their team. Here's Bayonet. Who's probably going to Mega and Destiny Bond. Or try and burn Scizor. Could also just Poltergeist Meganium. It's actually very scary right now. So I guess I should have weather balled that slot, but because I knew they were switching. That still does so much. Wow. Neither of these Pokemon can protect, so I'm going to Weather Ball King Gambit, and I'm just going to hit Bayonet. Okay, there's Mega Bayonet, which is some Pokemon I've wanted to mess around with, but I just haven't. Sucker Punch into Scizor, not the worst thing in the world, and Gambit's dead. Okay, so I guess I should have probably Solar Beamed to the Bayonet, because they did not, they just Poltergeisted somebody. Flinch. Nope, okay. Bayonet, yeah. Attacking Meganium, I'm going to take a lot. Owie. Probably Sneasler. Nope, it's Arch. Okay. I switch in Sucker Free to Iron Head Bayonet. This is a super bad matchup the more I'm looking at it. I hate this. I hate every bit of this. Yeah, I kind of expected this, but there wasn't much I could do. A second Iron Head should kill. Yeah. You just Flash Cannon into King Gambit. Can't Will-O-Wisp me, because I'm Dark type. So it's just Kowtow, Arch, and Iron Head Bayonet. It's Basket Legion. Okay, they're electro-shotting King Gambit, probably. Oh, he's faster than me. Ah, fuck. That's really bad. Oh, and they went into Scizor, too. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't go to Scizor. He just... Okay. He was just looking like he was going to. Okay, he's very fast. Let's protect Sucker Free to see what Basket Legion's doing and try to Tailwind. I don't actually... No, because Arch might be faster than Meganium. Because they might be Aqua Jetting. Yep, okay. So they've locked into Aqua Jet. This is probably killing Scizor. We have to hope that... I think this thing's max speed. I think it's faster than me. Because Scizor's super dead. So Basket Legion just continues to Aqua Jet. I have to hope Meganium's faster. I'm gonna just try and Sucker Punch Basket Legion, and we just gotta... Well, it doesn't matter. Hold on, I can't Sucker Punch Basket Legion. Let's just Kowtow Basket Legion, I guess. And just hope Meganium is faster than Arch. But I don't have very much speed investment, and I don't have any speed control up, so I don't think I am. Yeah. Please, Meganium. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, this is a super loss. I think I'm just bad at the game and have no business being in a tournament. But it is what it is, I guess. What did they lead last time? It was Arch and Basket Legion. So let's lead these two. Fuck it. With Meganium, I guess we bring Coffin. Basket Legion, Bayonet. Okay. I'm going to Kowtow. Kowtow Bayonet. Whatever. Why did I do this? They have no reason not to Destiny Bond. But is that okay? Well, they didn't Destiny Bond. Nor did they Mega? Okay. I think they just forgot to Mega, but they probably were Destiny Bonding. I don't know what that was about. Let's protect here to see what they do with Basket Legion. I'm gonna Bug Bite King Gambit, because he's probably low kicking my King Gambit. So Basket Legion Aqua Jet was expected. Bug Bite, I get your Chople, but I have no fighting move, so it doesn't matter. And then just Kowtow into Scizor. Okay. My King Gambit is not faster, even with Tailwind. So I'm just gonna Kowtow that slot. Oh fuck, it got disabled. I completely forgot. So let's go to Cofagrigus and just Bug Bite King Gambit again. Yeah, there's Low Kick. Okay. Going to Trick Room? Yeah. No. I'm gonna try and burn Basculegion and Bug Bite King Gambit. Okay. That's okay. Kind of. No, it's not. I just lose. I should have Trick Roomed. Well, no, there was no winning this matchup ever, I don't think. Here, let's go Meganium. Can't do that. I gotta burn King Gambit, Mega Evolve, and Protect. Okay. So I should have Trick Roomed. It's not too late. Okay. Sick. But I'm afraid that if I set up Trick Room, their King Gambit can reverse sweep me. But I guess I need to go for it. Okay. Ugh, this is a strange game. Okay, Hex into Basculegion is a kill. And Kowtow Basculegion slot. In case they go to King Gambit, we can kill it. Okay. That works. Or it kinda works. Okay. So now their King Gambit is probably slower than mine because I have speed investment, so I need to burn it with Cofagrigus. And I'm gonna Kowtow Arch. I knew that was gonna happen, dude. Okay. Maybe not the worst outcome. No, it is the worst outcome, dude. I needed that burn. That burn was literally required to win the game. That burn was literally a requirement, dude. Gambit can only get one for them. So, I mean, I just Dazzle. I guess we just hope Kowtow kills. I mean, that's what we gotta go for. Oh, he low kicked. Okay. Is Dazzle a double kill? No. Okay, the Trick Room only has one turn left, so I just Protect. That did nothing to King Gambit, by the way. They're super bulky, but I'm not going to find out. Jesus, man. Can't miss, right? Let me be... Okay. If I hit Willow, the game was already over. But... Okay. Okay. Well, if anything, we're making the losses close. Maybe Pelipper is good for offense into King Gambit. Probably leading similar to last time. So let's go Meganium, Sizzler, and we're gonna bring Pelipper for damage. And King Gambit. We're not gonna bring Trick Room this time. I don't know. This felt. I think I should have thought about this more. I don't think I did this right. Sneasler, Bayonet. Okay. We just simply... I don't want fake out Poltergeist into Sizzler, but I don't think they're doing that. I'm just going to make a hard read on turn 1. This will either win or lose the game right now. Okay. Please don't do it. I'm the worst to ever do it. I'm the worst to ever touch the game. I'm literally the worst to ever touch the game. Okay. Workable. Go sucker free. Yeah. I'm just gonna hit Sneasler. Yeah. God, that thing is annoying. Yeah, they got me. Like, there's just nothing I can do in this matchup, dude. Like, the more I look at this matchup, the more it's literally just an instant loss, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I just cannot win. It's not possible. It's just simply not a possible thing to do. Like, the fact I got one game is kind of crazy because of how doomed this is. Let's try killing Sneasler. It's probably Arch. Yeah. Yeah, there's just no winning. I just think it's impossible. How much does this do? That's a crit. That has to be. What? Okay. This is probably protect from Arch. That's my call. Okay. Okay. Pelipper, do not kill that. Oh wait. Yeah, my Sizzler's faster. Okay. So we lose Pelipper. But Pelipper's Weather Ball does that much. Like, that's not the worst thing in the world. Like, it's bad, but maybe. Sneasler comes in. It does have Fake Out, which I hate. I have to protect Meganium. I'm gonna Iron Head Sneasler. They don't have the Unburden boost, so Meganium is faster than Sneasler right now. If I can crit and kill it, that would be great. Okay. Didn't happen. There's Electro Shot in this Sizzler, which I think just loses the game for me. Yeah. I guess I should have... I think I should have Iron-Headed Arch. Go for the flinch and for... Chip. But like now they just protect Arch and I lose, I think. I mean, they can throw, but they're not going to. This person's playing well. There's just nothing I can do about this matchup. Like, it's just actually so Jover. Yeah, it's so Jover. Yeah, it's super Jover. Yeah, there's nothing. Because this doesn't even do that much to King Gambit. Yeah, does a crit kill? No. No, not even close. It's like our Chaladon. Maybe I should have stopped being so like locked in on I have to use Meganium, but I don't know. Whatever, I'm not cut out for this. That's what I'm learning. Well, if you ignore my constant doomer mentality, you do see a crack in the team. Our Chaladon is a huge problem that I don't have a very good answer for. Once again, I did a good job adjusting after game 1 to get a win, but my opponent is just good at the video game and read my soul on the King Gambit switch. As you can probably tell, I wasn't feeling great at this point. I know I went in with low expectations, but I still wanted to win, and I think the fact that I was actually competitive even in my losses made it hurt more than if I got curb stomped, because it felt like the win was actually in my reach. I was seeing that my expectations were set too low and that I'm better than I think I am, but even with that, I'm just barely not good enough anyway. That comes out as whining and complaining about the matchup and saying that I'm not a tournament level player, but inside I know that it is my fault that I'm losing and that I'm so close but just not there. I'm replaying pivotal turns in my head and focusing only on what I did wrong. Sure, I'm learning little by little, but it hurts to be in the skill range where you're good enough to compete, but not good enough to win, because that means you're also good enough to realize just how bad you are. I was having a really hard time looking past the loss itself to see that I was competing and should be proud of my ability to adapt and fight back after my losses, and that this is ultimately better than I thought I would be doing. Anyway, time to go to past me playing in round 4 with a horrible mentality. Okay, we're here for round 4 so that I can lose and officially be out of the running. It looks pretty bad for me. It always does. I'm just simply cooked. I genuinely 1-8 is on the table. Although the team is very fast, so going for Trick Room could be a good idea. Here, I'll lead with these two, and I'll bring Meganium and King Gambit. There's Floette Aerodactyl. Okay. I wonder if I live Light of Ruin with Cophagrigus. Okay, this is an easy Trick Room. And Ironhead Floette. They can definitely kill Cophagrigus here. 100%. It would take a Light of Ruin to do it, I think. Well, Moonblast could probably get the job done, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no, though. Light of Ruin for sure kills. I'm thinking about it, it for sure kills. But to do that, they have to ignore Scizor. With Floette at least. Dazzle? I don't think that kills. No. Okay. This could be a really good turn for me. Unfortunately. Like, why do I even try, dude? What the fuck? What is that? What is even the point anymore? It's just over. I just lose instantly. Like, what do I even do? Like, hope he misses Rock Slide? Like, because that's not going to happen. He already double flinched me. He's not going to get unlucky. That's not something that's ever going to happen. Why do I even try, dude? Why do I even try? Nice double flinch, man. You're so good at the video game. If literally one of them did not flinch, I won. If just one of them did not flinch, this is a completely different game, and I very much can win. Except they both flinched. So there's like not even a point in playing anymore. That's so fucking annoying. There's like a 9% chance that I lose this game, and of course, that 9% chance happens. That does not do anything for you. Like, there's just no point, is what it feels like. Like, I should have just forfeited literally the second I got double flinched. Like, there was simply no winning after that. Yeah, whatever. Just get me out. I don't care. I don't care. There's no point. I love having the perfect lead, the perfect play, having everything I could ever want, and getting double flinched and losing the game literally instantly to something I cannot control. That's so much fun. I mean, I think I just do the same thing. Like, I just do the same thing and I just try not to flinch this time. Either on ranked or in this, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, everything's just gonna go wrong. Yeah, I mean, I just try and do it again. It's not like it matters. Yep, we're doing the same thing. Again. Is that into Scizor? Okay. One of them didn't. So it's all right. Kind of. Okay, I got the play right. Unless they're also protecting Aerodactyl. Okay. Dude, if I didn't fucking flinch, that Floette should be dead. How is he 3 for 4 on flinches? What does he have in the back? Aegislash, Garchomp, Milotic. Okay, I'm gonna just Will-O-Wisp for the Aerodactyl slot. And Ironhead Floette. I'm so unbelievably tilted. Okay. Well, he didn't protect or switch. And looking at his Floette's moveset, it should be max speed. Yes, okay, good. It should have died on turn 1, but whatever. Do I live that because of the burn? Oh, that's huge. Garchomp, he's White Herb, not Lumberry. Two turns Trick Room. Do I try and Tailwind? I don't think so. Not yet. He's probably protecting Arrow. I mean, we have Meganium and King Gambit in the back. Actually, he's probably just double protecting. This is okay, I think. Yeah. Okay. I think I just do the same play. I just try and burn Garchomp. And I just Ironhead Arrow. Okay, so Aegislash. Yeah. So we'll get a little bit of chip. $20, not bad. Tantrum, okay. Now, I bring in Meganium, I Weather Ball Aegislash, and I Trick Room. Okay. I mean, this is still gonna go terribly for me. That did 0 damage. Wow. Okay. This, I think, kills. Okay, it does. And his last mons are a burned Garchomp and a burned Aerodactyl. Jesus, man. Okay, we did get Trick Room up. So I can just Dazzle into Hex Arrow. Did a lot of damage. Good job, Cofagrigus. Okay, well, there. We gotta win there. Dude, I'm so mad. I'm still mad about game 1, because that game shows you I should have just fucking rolled him. Okay, I think I do same lead. I think I just do the same thing. Lead Kangaskhan, we just double protect. Kangaskhan, Aegislash. Okay. So we're gonna double protect because they're gonna try and fake out Cofagrigus, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and they don't really have a way of making progress while I do this, unless they switch Aegislash. But then I might play Tailwind mode. Okay, I fake out into Cofagrigus and probably Poltergeist, and I could have just like Iron-Headed Aegislash probably, but yeah. Oh, it's Poltergeist into Scizor. Okay. So now I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to try and burn Aegislash. Ooh, I should have gone for Kangaskhan. Double Edge into Casket Kids. Doesn't do very much. You lose Scrappy now, so you can't do it again. After the Tailwind, Coffin might be faster than Aegislash. Sure is. So now they're burned. Poltergeist might still kill me. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Okay, so they have a burned Aegislash and a Kangaskhan on the field. I'm gonna bring out Meganium. I'm thinking that they're going to predict Weather Ball into Aegislash, and I'm just gonna ignore it. Also, Kangaskhan doesn't know Protect. Okay, it was Mega. And you can Sucker Punch. King Shield. Okay, I got that right. I got the Protect call right. To just Solar Beam Kangaskhan for as much damage as I can get on it. Good lord. Scizor clean up. Thank you. I did not want to take Double Edge with Meganium. It's Garchomp. I'm gonna Iron Head the Aegislash slot and Weather Ball it in case they go to switch to Aerodactyl. So they die to Weather Ball, so if they stay in, the Iron Head will redirect to Garchomp, or it'll just finish off Aegislash, which is okay with me. Okay, Aerodactyl. Oh, it's Floette. Interesting that you brought Floette and Kangaskhan, but Floette's dead now. Yeah, if I Solar Beamed Garchomp that turn, that would have been huge. Okay, they're just stomping into Scizor. Doesn't do very much. Does Garchomp have Protect? They do both have Protect. I'm gonna Iron Head Garchomp. Yeah, I'm gonna Solar Beam Garchomp. Fuck! Well, they could double Protect, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because next turn... Do I make the same play? Because I think Solar Beam does more than Dazzle. Or does this, or is it the same? Okay, my Tailwind's gone. I'm going to try and get another one. Because that would just win me the game. Because Dazzle's 160, but it's 75% of that, I think. Which is 120. Which is the same as Solar Beam. So I guess I'll just Dazzle and Gleam. Good miss. Scizor? Okay. Doesn't do very much to Meganium. Get Dazzling Gleam off. Garchomp lives, but only barely. We should get Tailwind up now. Okay. Okay. It's probably Iron Head into Meganium. You are burned? Oh, it's Poltergeist. Over Iron Head? Okay. They're burned, so that's good for me. Now I just Iron Head Garchomp and Weather Ball Major Slash. And I just do this forever. I mean, their win con is to get a ton of Protects in a row on both. Oh, okay, well. Now it's just, I think, over, because I have King Gambit the back to spam Sucker Punch onto Garchomp if they ever kill somebody. Okay. We won. I'm mad about game 1 still. I don't care that I ended up reverse 2-0ing this guy. I'm mad. I'm gonna Weather Ball for disrespect. Just because of that game 1. I'm so salty about that game 1, dude. That was so fucked up. That was so fucked up. Ugh. Finally being back in the win column felt really good, especially after game 1 was given to my opponent on a 9% chance event. To be honest, that pushed me to a level of tilt I don't think I'd reached before. After my previous losses, having that happen really did annoy me to no end. So much, in fact, that I went from being mad at myself, past being mad at the game for me getting unlucky, and straight to being petty and wanting to win less because I want to win and more because I didn't want my opponent to. Anyway, that was a good set overall, and it was nice to see Cofagrigus and Scizor, my two most unorthodox picks, put in so much work. Even though I was still a little tilted about game 1, I couldn't be too mad after a win. I believe I ate lunch in between rounds, which also helped boost my morale even more going into round 5. Doesn't look the best. I do not appreciate Rotom Heat at all. Again, no Calm Mind on the Floette, so it's probably max speed. It's another Spell Tag Aegislash. This one has Sacred Sword over Shadow Sneak though. That's bad for me. Gyarados knows Thunder Wave. This is a bad person I'm fighting. Okay. I think this is more of a Meganium game than it is a Dragonite game, but that could change depending on Rotom. Honestly, I think I do go for Trick Room because a lot of his team doesn't like getting burned. I think I do this. Or do I bring Sucker Free? Over Scizor? I don't think so. I like having the two ways of speed control, I guess. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do into this. There's a lot of things on it I don't like. To be fair, I feel like every game is a bad matchup because I'm finding the worst in it. Okay, this is what I was sort of expecting. No taunt on either, but they can Shadow Ball Coffin. I don't think they will, but that's an option they have. Crazy Tech? I'm not gonna Mega yet. I'm not gonna Mega yet because I might be able to get something crazy here. Okay. Well, they're locked into Shadow Ball now. Absolutely ate that up. Okay. Trick Room goes up. Rotom's locked into Shadow Ball. I'm going to go for Hex into Aerodactyl. Mega. I'm just going to Dazzle. Does that kill Arrow? Hex, Dazzle? I think so. I didn't Mega yet because I had the idea to switch in Pelipper and Weather Ball the Rotom in normal Meganium. But I decided against that. Hopefully this Dazzle kills. I'm kind of just banking on this Arrow being very frail. Fuck me. I did 25 to Rotom though. So I should have Will-O-Wisped. Ow. Shadow Ball, does that kill Meganium? It might. Nope. That's why we run Bulk. Okay. Now I'm going to Hex Arrow. And I'm going to Solar Beam Rotom. Because... Is Weather Ball stronger? No. What am I talking about? And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to Solar Beam Rotom. Neither can Protect. And, okay, I was scared of Wide Guard. That's why I didn't Hex the Rotom in Dazzling Gleam. So, we did 25 with Dazzle. This should do a lot of damage. Should do like 50. Yeah, that did so much. Okay, Shadow Ball now kills Meganium. Not the worst thing in the world. Who's in the back? Pelipper and Scizor. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Pelipper. Okay, here's Garchomp. I'm just gonna try and burn Chomp. Weather Ball Rotom, because you can't Protect. If their Gyarados last, could get interesting. Please be Floette. That's Floette. Okay. This Weather Ball is going to do a lot. And we burn Garchomp. Okay. Weather Ball did indeed do a lot. That did nothing because they're burned. Now, Floette does get significantly bulkier upon Mega Evolving, but it's very possible that they Protect. So I'm going to Hex Garchomp and Tail End. If they don't, that's pretty bad. What is Chomp? He's Wide Herb. Okay. If they don't, that's really bad. Okay. Good, good, good. We get a strong Hex into Chomp. That does a ton. Get up a Tail End. Cofagrigus is still slower. So I'm going to switch in Scizor. Because I don't think this kills anymore. I think I have to go for it anyway. Why did I do this? Why did I not just Weather Ball Hex? Who knows? Oh, it does kill. Big. Okay, still just Rock Slide from Chomp. He has to overheat Scizor, I think. But in case they don't, I'm going to Iron Head Chomp and just Weather Ball Rotom. Okay. Wait. Fuck. Hold. Maybe it's okay. Because they're locked into that now. I'm gonna Iron Head Rotom. Okay. Come on, Cofagrigus. Come on, Cofagrigus. Come on. You're like that. You're like that. You two are like that. Oh. What was I worried about? Why did I Iron Head? I've done this twice now. Whatever, it's fine. But like, why did I Bug Bite killed? My Tailwind's gone. Yeah, okay. They have no no strange. Yeah, okay. Garchomp protected. As long as I didn't misclick. If I misclick, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Okay, I did not misclick. Rotom is now dead. Should have been dead last turn, but I clicked Iron Head for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I honestly might be able to just stall Garchomp to death. Like, they can't even win on the spam protect because they'll die to burn. Okay, shout out Cofagrigus for being really good. Shout out. I do think I still lead with Coffin. Let's lead Coffin, King Gambit, with Pelipper and Meganium. This is weird. I'm trying to adjust for their potential adjustment, and I think their potential adjustment is either Gyarados. For some reason, I don't know why I'm thinking that. And I think it's mostly Aegislash. There's Gyarados Arrow, and I led with King Gambit. That's so good. Okay. Gyarados has Taunt, but I have Mental Herb, so I'm just going to try and Trick Room up. I'm going to try and Trick Room up, and I'm going to Kowtow the Aerodactyl in case it wants to switch to Aegislash on a Seal on an Iron Head. Okay, they didn't read the team sheet. Okay, no flinch. No flinch. Okay, so now I'm just gonna Hex the Arrow slot and Kowtow Gyarados. Okay, whoever's coming in is taking some chip. It's Rotom, who can't protect, so that's getting Kowtowed next turn. 30? Let's go Cofagrigus. How much does this do? Does this kill? Yes. King Gambit is so good. Their Floette is Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam. My King Gambit is very bulky on the special side, so I'm not too worried about it. Arrow comes in. I don't know why. I guess to protect, maybe. I just Hex it again and Kowtow Rotom. I guess their last is Floette, and they're scared of King Gambit, so that's just a double KO here. Bro, Cofagrigus is just going triple platinum right now. Bro is just hitting overtime. He's insane. Yep, and it's Floette. I'll just, yeah. Yeah. That was just a good win. I don't have much to say about it here. I was feeling good going in. I felt good going out. I hit my goal of 3 wins much faster than I thought I would. I set that goal with the idea that I would be playing 9 games, and I truly believed that it would be a difficult goal to reach for my first tournament. So being at 3-2 felt really good, especially after witnessing a prime Tom Brady performance from Cofagrigus. At this point, I'm pretty happy with my results no matter what happens, but I'm technically not out yet. If I end 4-0, I could make day 2. So I keep playing. And now I'm fighting a very scary looking team. Swagger Liepard is maybe the scariest thing ever, because I see that Lumberry Sneasler and I'm very afraid of it. It also has Yawn, which is quite annoying. It's also Bright Powder. Oh. Ew. Ew. I think this is a Dragonite game, except they're using Floette. So that's kind of scary. Don't know if it's a Dragonite type of lead. If I'm really scared of Sneasler, I do bring Cofagrigus. Let's lead. Honestly, Dragonite Pelipper, not a bad lead. Then bring Scizor. I'll dry Cofagrigus first. And then when I inevitably lose this game, we'll bring out the GOAT. Okay. Floette, Talonflame. Their Floette is Light of Ruin, Draining Kiss. Draining Kiss. Ooh, don't like that. Let's Mega Evolve. Protect. Weather Ball, Talonflame. Because if we trade Tailwind, it does not favor me. Because everybody is still going to be slower, so we have to kill their Tailwind first. Yeah, this is scary. This is really scary. Maybe I should have led with Scizor or King Gambit. Oh, it's a Light of Ruin Draining Kiss, not Dazzling Gleam Draining Kiss, like I thought. Okay. It's probably just Calm Minding, yeah. Okay. Well, that's really bad for me. Talonflame's dead, though. Dumb joke. Okay. Okay, I just let Dragonite die. Oh. Oh, wait, it's Triple Axle. I'm so stupid. Never mind, I'm not. Okay. Honestly, Tailwind could have been good there. Okay, 60... I apologize. I'm sorry. I deserve to lose. I deserve to lose. That Triple Axle should have hit me in real life. How many turns of Tailwind are left? Like 2? Yeah, okay. Let's... He doesn't have... No, okay. We're going to double protect. They're probably going to try and Shadow Sneak Pelipper. Is that really the worst thing in the world? Yes, because Aether knows close combat. Fuck. Okay, they Draining Kiss. Into Dragonite. Okay. He's Focus Sash. I don't like that. Poltergeist into Pelipper. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and Weather Ball Aegislash. Switch Pelipper to King Gambit. This is very scary. Hopefully they do not close combat my Pelipper. Don't do this to my King Gambit. Should I have gone Scizor? Survey says that it's okay. Probably should have gone Scizor. Probably should have just Hurricane Floette is what I should have done. But... Okay, it's at full again. But... It's not the worst thing in the world. Because their Tailwind's gone. I think I'm faster than them. I think they're bulky. On Floette. Their Aegislash could be fast. Could be fast. It probably is fast. I probably need Trick Room. Not Trick Room, Tailwind. I'm gonna protect King Gambit. Okay, Dragonite is faster than Floette. Does some damage. Okay, if they hit themselves, that would be kind of nice. Okay. Not back to full, but close. I'm a liar. I forget how much Draining Kiss heals for. And this is close combat into... Yeah, into a protect. Now, I go Scizor. And I Tailwind and Sucker Punch Aegislash. Okay. Oh yeah, he's Focus Sash. Okay. Hurt yourself. Nope. I'm getting very lucky. I don't know if that one particularly mattered. but I am getting very lucky right now. Actually, it did matter, because now they don't have that chip on me. Okay, I have to Iron Head. They can Shadow Sneak Pelipper, so I could protect. I don't think Pelipper is really helping much. We'll just split in attacks and just hope they don't have physical defense or they hurt themselves. Okay. King Shield now. No, but Shadow Sneak. Okay, I should have. I had the right play in mind of Protect Pelipper and Iron Head Aegislash, but hopefully they do not have enough physical defense investment to live this, and that Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak doesn't kill me. That's all I can hope for. This is a scary matchup. I don't like it. But next time I'm gonna try Cophagrigus, I think. Try a Cophagrigus King Gambit lead. This kill? It does? Okay. Okay, it does hit me. It's gonna do a lot. We're gonna King Shield trying to get the defense drop. Or it's an attack drop. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's an attack drop, not a... Oh, he got him. It's an attack drop, not a defense drop. Scizor does have some good speed investment, so let's just hope this works. No! Wait, no, this could be Shadow Sneak. He's just raw faster than me. He's max speed, I think. Or close. He's max speed or close. Which makes sense, he's Focus Sash. Yeah, I did not deserve to even be in that game. Anyway, so, okay. This gotta be Cophagrigus angle. Okay, Cophagrigus King Gambit is what I was saying before. I'll do that. I'll bring Meganium this time, and I'll stick with Scizor. Oh, but I hard lose to Talonflame like this. So I guess I'll bring Pelipper instead of Scizor. But now Floette is like really scary. Let's just go for it. Okay, he did the same thing. Okay, let's try and get up a Trick Room. If they just double into King Gambit, I think I lose. Let's just go for this. This is an insane play. This is an insane play, but I'm predicting that they're going to go for Cophagrigus. I think this is just super over, though. Yeah, there's Flare Blitz. I do live. Might of Ruin. Into Cophagrigus. Who lives? Okay. Okay. So we did get that turn right. Thank you, Cophagrigus. Very cool. Aegislash comes in, probably trying to probably trying to just get Cophagrigus, but I'll try and burn it just in case. And I will kowtow. Talonflame protect? He does. Well, if I can burn the Aegislash, that would be okay. There is a world they King Shield and get burned through it, because I think it only blocks damaging moves. Okay. Okay, it's Shadow Sneak into Coffin. Which is okay. So, the reason that's okay is because now we go to Pelipper and we Weather Ball the Talonflame slot. Even if Serena comes in, that's okay. And I kowtow Aegislash because if he King Shields, I get +1. Okay, he did not King Shield. Oh, I'm stupid. I should have Weather Balled. I forgot that he was Focus Sash. How did I forget that? How did I forget that? Okay. Pelipper still has Focus Sash. Still have 2 turns Trick Room. They're probably... They can't double protect, actually. So Weather Ball, Mega, Dazzle. Okay. So Talon's dead now. I'm gonna try and triple Axel win with Sarina into Meganium, I guess. Okay. That's fine. There should still be 1 turn Trick Room, and Sarina does not have protect. Unless I didn't read right. I'm gonna Weather Ball Aegislash. You're just gonna Weather Ball both. I'm just gonna do this. Maybe it would have been more correct to Tailwind with Meganium, but we'll see. I think their team should be pretty fast though, right? Given what their Aegislash was like I should move before this arena here with Meganium. Nope. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Good job, Meganium. Thank you for having a ton of bulk. There's no way they let me get through. There's no way they let me get away with that again, right? Let's lead. Meganium Cophagrigus. Did they just do the same thing again? I don't think so. With Pelipper and Scizor, maybe? This is what my heart's telling me to do. My heart has been wrong many times before. Okay. Gonna Mega Evolve? Weather Ball? No. Mega Evolve? Yeah, Weather Ball, Sarina. If they Helping Hand Light of Ruin, we can come in with Scizor, but I'm scared of them going for Meganium and then me losing. So we're trying to make a mid-ground. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, it's Helping Hand Light of Ruin into somebody. Probably Coffin. Yep. Bye-bye. He's very dead. After what he put them through, I don't blame him. Ooh, if I Solar Beam that slot, I might have killed. Yeah, I was scared of them doing that into Meganium, though, because if I protected Cophagrigus there, oh my god, it would have been game. Scizor. Well, that wasn't the move. Solar Beam and Tailwind. If they kill Scizor, that might be okay. Okay, they just kill Scizor. So, yeah, I really need to be just expecting them to make the obvious play more. Oh, it's Light of Ruin again. Well, now I wish I Dazzling Gleamed, but it's what it is. Okay, their last is probably Aegislash, in which case I don't think there's anything I can do. Because they can just Shadow Sneak infinitely into... Well, hold on. I'm going to Weather Ball. I'm going to both Weather Ball into Aegislash. Maybe Pelipper can clutch. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh wait, he's Focus Sash. Never mind. I keep forgetting. He's Focus Sash. Because I got the turn right, it just doesn't matter. Only thing I can hope for is a missed Poltergeist, I guess. Okay, they Shadow Sneak Brave Bird. I think that just kills me. No, I'm alive, but it just doesn't matter. I needed Muddy Water for this turn. Can I have Spiky Shield, please? Close, but not much I can do here. Yeah, I'm gonna report that as a loss. Yeah. That was just unfortunate. Focus Sash Aegislash is just really bad for me. I should have just expected the obvious and just protected Cofagrigus, but I'm stupid and bad at the game, so I didn't do that. After that, I am officially out of the tournament. I can keep playing, but only for pride. Overall, it was a pretty good set, at least outside of me hacking them in game 1 and still losing. It was yet another example of me adjusting well after a loss to fight back and make it close. That last game came down to me not trusting my gut and not reading the team sheet. In the future, I need to read the team sheet while thinking about my plays instead of just staring at the screen. I'm not exactly used to having the information of my opponent's moves, items, and abilities, so I need to be better about taking advantage of that. Reading the team sheet over and over would have prevented me from forgetting that Aegislash had Focus Sash twice, and I would have realized that Serena had Triple Axle. That set was a nice learning experience, but ultimately I came up short, though having already hit my goal left me not as bothered as previous losses. After that, I contemplated dropping from the tournament as I had already done what I wanted to do, and the tournament had been going for probably around 7 hours at that point, so no longer being able to make day 2, I thought about dropping right then. But I decided to do just one more round. Ending on a neutral record would feel lame, so I wanted to play just one more to have a definitively positive or negative record. Here we go, win or loss. This is the last round because I'm out of the tournament and it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. So I think I'm probably cooked. Just keeping it a stack, looking at his team. Not looking good. His Ensign has fucking Drain Punch. Thunderwave on Tinkaton is the most annoying shit I've ever seen in my life. Do I like Dragonite here? I mean, he has his Dragonite, he's got... Okay, I think I do. I think I like Dragonite here. I don't like giving his Palafin Rain. Did a King Gambit Pelipper lead? I know I was talking about not wanting to give Palafin Rain, but I think I do. I think a King Gambit Pelipper. Dragonite. I'm gonna bring Scizor. I'm not taking this one super serious because I'm already out, so fucking around. I also don't like that Incineroar has a Quick Claw. I already know that shit's gonna proc and it's gonna fist me. Dragonite, Tinkaton. Okay. Ironhead, Tinkaton, and try to Tailwind. It's just that I don't know who they're faking out. It was Gambit. Okay, so we could trade Tailwind, which isn't actually good for me. Well, maybe it is. Pelipper might outrun Tinkaton. So we just trade Tailwind, and I lose a little bit of health on King Gambit. Could be much worse. So now I'm going to Kowtow Dragonite and Weather Ball Tinkaton. Tinkaton probably play rough somebody, Dragonite, Dragonclaw somebody. It might just go hard for Pelipper here. Honestly, with that damage, I don't even know if play rough would kill. Drop my attack, I dare you. Oh, you love to see that. Okay. Damn! So they do have E-Speed, so I'm a little scared to Sucker. Actually, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm gonna Sucker, Dragonite, Weather Ball, Tinkaton. I think this is okay. Oh, they didn't Extreme Speed, so that's huge. Dragonite's dead now. That helps out my Dragonite, and if Tinkaton aims for... Okay, they missed. They missed King Gambit with it, so that's okay. Looking pretty good for me. Okay, there's Gengar. And Incineroar. Okay. There's Gengar now. Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Icy Wind. Okay. I think I just Sucker Punch Gengar and Weather Ball Insect. Because I think my Pelipper should be faster than their Incineroar. Yep. Yep. I said this would happen. And here it is. Oh, they didn't. Okay. They didn't protect. So Gengar just goes down. And then there's Drain Punch. Okay. Not protecting Gengar there is certainly a choice. Then down goes Insect. So that's fine. There's a game. There's a win. If they're doing that type of lead, then, and they're going hard into the Trick Room mode, might be worth Cofagrigus. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm scared of Gengar, so I'm still gonna lead with King Gambit. And then I'm going to bring... Yeah, still gonna bring Dragonite and Pelipper. Okay, hopefully they did not bring Trick Room stopping potential here. We're looking for no for Rig. Palafin Dragonite. Okay. Well. Does Drain Punch from Palafin actually kill Sucker Free? I bet it does. So I'm gonna Trick Room. I kinda wanna Sucker Punch him, but I bet Drain Punch right now would kill. You know what? Trick Room go Sugar Water? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hard swap, so good thing I didn't Sucker Punch that spot. Tinkaton comes in. Mold Breaker, so they can hit through Multiscale. Dragon Claw into... Ooh, that's good. I got rid of their... Wait, I shouldn't have Mega. It's fine. Because now I'm faster than their Dragonite. I wasn't before. Although I don't know if Baby kills, but I got rid of their Multiscale. I was expecting Tailwind. Okay, the Extreme Speed my Dragonite. Okay. Knowing that, I might go back to Gambit and try and burn their Dragonite. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Guton Hammer? No, just play rough into my Dragonite. Okay. Okay. Let's try to burn Dragonite, and I'm gonna switch back to King Gambit. I know this is kind of wasting my own Trick Room, but if everything they have is burned, I don't see an issue with it. Okay, so I should have hexed their Tinkaton. Playros, you want to drop my attack again? Nope. Okay, would have been nice. Okay, let's continuously Will-O-Wisp that slot. I'm going to Kowtow it in case they want to go Gengar, because they're like, oh, if you burn Gengar, it's not that bad. Okay. They didn't do that. Honestly, now, with these two on the field, I might intentionally stall my own Trick Room. Oh, I lost Defiant. Don't drop my attack this time. Gigaton Hammer, you're burned. Oh, that was a crit. That was a crit? That was also a crit. Let's just try and Hex Tinkaton Tau Dragonite? Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's fine. In an ideal world, both of them are still on the field. Chrome back, I guess. Play Rough into Coffin. Don't do very much. I'm gonna go for Trick Room again, and I'm gonna go to Pelipper. Dragon Claw into Pelipper. Oh! Oh my god, Coffagrius. Oh my god, that's my goat. That is my goat right there. That is my goat right there. Yeah, I kind of saw this, but I was okay with it happening. Okay, this Jet Punch is about to be very annoying, actually. But if they do that, then they lock themselves into it. And we have Dragonite, try to burn Palafin, and try and ship Palafin. Okay. Yeah, Depth Jet Punch, that's kind of what I was expecting, but now we have Dragonite. How much does this do? A lot. Shadow Ball probably kills me. Yeah, but that's okay. I can actually Sucker Punch the Palafin because Trick Room is active, but I do think it's better to Hurricane Palafin and Protect in case their Jet Punch and their Rain would kill me. Yeah, because Gengar can't really hurt King Gambit. This game's coming a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Okay. Gengar protected. Huge. Got that play right. There's Jet Punch into King Gambit. Yep. And then Hurricane into Palafin. I think this is a kill. Given the Weather Ball damage, this has to kill. Okay, so Dragonite's a failure. Okay, but Trick Room is still active. So we can Hurricane Gengar and Sucker Punch Palafin. Because Sucker Punch will move before Jet Punch because Trick Room is still active. As the name implies, Sucker is free. Which, in case anyone's curious, his name is supposed to be Sucka free, but they don't allow you to put the word Sucka in a nickname. He's supposed to be, he's nicknamed after the Tyler the Creator song, but they don't allow Sucka, so he's Sucker instead. You know, I just Dragon Pulse and spam Sucker Punch. That's forfeit. There we go. Yippee. And that was a great way to end my tournament. After that round, I dropped because I wanted to go make dinner, and I'd been playing Pokemon for like 7 or 8 hours and couldn't make day 2 anyway. That round wasn't anything too special, it was just a couple clean games and another demonstration as to why Coffagrius is a good Pokemon, which, to be honest, feels like a nice way to send off the tournament. Although, it is a Meganium team that didn't end with Meganium, but shut up, he did enough. At the end of the day, I had a lot of fun. It was certainly a learning experience and showed me that I have a ways to go before I'm legitimately good at this game, but I still did much better than I thought I would. I set my goal at 3 wins and 6 losses, thinking that was a lofty goal to shoot for, and ended up with 4 wins and 3 losses before dropping, and it did feel good to end with a positive record. Now, that record could have become 4-5 if I kept playing, but it also could have been 6-3, so I won't dwell on that. The biggest things I learned are that I need to learn to forgive myself for my mistakes and not focus so much on what goes wrong. I need to pay more attention and use all of the information that I'm given to help me. I need to trust my gut more and commit to plays when I think I know what my opponent is doing, and I need to be more prepped for a tournament to take up my entire day. My mentality is definitely the weakest point of my game. I get down on myself too much when I lose, which causes me to tilt and play worse, which I know sounds a little weird because I always adjusted to get at least 1 win in each set, but I think I was definitely playing worse. I just had more knowledge of what I was up against and how my opponent liked to play. Lucky for me, there's a way to improve at all of this at the same time. How, you might ask? I simply play the game more. Shocking, I know. If I had to crown an MVP of the team, I would honestly give it to Kafagrias because he's just such a nuisance that was very instrumental in a lot of my wins. I may not have gotten some grand storybook ending where my original Meganium and I went on to win the biggest tournament ever against all odds, but I really did enjoy this experience, and I can see myself participating in more tournaments in the future. And don't worry, I can assure you, this won't be the last time my day 1 enters a tournament. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I got really burnt out by the end of my college semester, so this took much longer than I wanted it to. I had a ton of fun making this video though, and I hope I get back to making content on this game semi-regularly when the next format releases. And I doubt he'll see this, but thank you to ScrawVGC for hosting this amazing tournament. Who knows if I ever would have entered a tournament without it. Anyway, that's all I've got. I hope you have a great rest of your day.